Welcome back, everyone. We got ourselves a game here, 3+2, our favorite format, and it's an abortion right from the get-go. Manoj Mishra aborted. Instead, now we got Tunisia. Oh man, I love Tunisians. Tunisia, way to go, way to go. Yusuf Chihihi. That's funny. The only Tunisian friend I have, well, I have two, but one of them is named Yusuf. So it must be a common name. Although I do have to say this profile picture looks more than a little disturbing. We're gonna have to investigate that now. Right after we castle and play the next move. Castle and play the next move. Okay, it seems like we're getting a flurry of moves here, so let's just end up with the flurry of moves and then take a break, a stalker break at the right time. Maybe this is it. Okay, Yusuf Chihihi skill issue. There's gonna be pressure brewing here. I didn't see much else great in the profile. Blitz rating looks standard. She is a new player, but there's no reason to suspect any foul play. This looks like a really solid, straight up player, and let's hope for a good game. Okay, it's actually trapped. Didn't realize that. I can't take this pawn because the queen gets trapped. So this threat is always a bit superficial, really, isn't it? I can always, of course, drop the knight in there. That's a very common idea. And maybe I'll do that now just to disconnect the rooks at the very least. And pave the way for a capture fork combo. So we capture first, and then we fork right after. You want to look for combos in your tactics. You want to look for like 2-3 move combos. That's the way to do it. And of course, when they change the flavor, then you just go ahead and do your shit anyway. Don't let them change your misdirect you. This is an attempt at misdirection. Then just come back. We've done our job. The fork may still arrive if she just goes back. She probably has seen it, so very likely he'll come here. And then we get a tempo push. That's also good news. We get a tempo push. Tempo push means you're winning a tempo. You're winning a move, an extra free move. And really that's what opening chess is all about, is about spotting the tempo pot opportunities. And here, another forking opportunity here, potentially. This is looking not so great for black, but he's holding on. And there's nothing super duper easy to crack. And here's where it can get sometimes tricky as a player, because you're looking for that killer blow, but it's not right there. Not quite there. So instead you got to go solid. Avoid over pushing. We're gonna over push now. Right after I said we're gonna over push with the pawns. We're gonna try to create this mega pawn mass in the middle. We don't want to retreat. We don't want to let the momentum shift in the other direction. We want to keep. Look at this. It's a cheap jab. It's a cheap jab, right? Like it's. But I make those kind of moves too. It's just a tempo push move. It's a time gaining strategy. So we take with this pawn so that we open the bishop up. Open the bishop up. Hmm. I hate having an enemy piece even remotely close to my home base. I really do hate it, but it is a knight on the rim, and I don't think it has too many real prospects in the long run. So I'm going to focus just on getting my rook into this open file, or even trapping this knight. Oh, well, he's not quite there to be trapped yet, but he's close to being trapped. He's very close to being trapped. This idea is obviously on his cards. Rook fork here. And we don't have to react. We can just simply tuck away and look at something new. Look at a new potential opportunity. And then, of course, capturing here doesn't come without risk. He's going to come in with the queen, and all these check magician moves will suddenly emerge. And actually, I kind of regret how I played this. Yeah, I think I need to hold this. And maybe I should even consider playing the knight here and forego the victory of this knight. Just keep more positional control, because the game is starting to get a little bit messy, actually. A little bit too messy for my liking. And I'm not too happy about that. The screen has gotten shifted off out of the game here, and starting to look a bit uncomfortable. Although this move I'm kind of happy to see. It feels like the kind of move that buys me a bit of time. So let's see. This is the move. Bishop here. So he can't kill it because he just dies. And if he goes for the sack, we can always shuffle the queen back in. That was the key point of it. Key point of it was to enable that. Okay, so we got rid of the danger, the real imminent danger. That was a tough one, guys. That was a tough one. Okay, so it's going to go into this haphazard squish storm scenario, which is not going to be that easy to handle. Might technically be a draw. I think we should try to retain some control of the position, however. Okay, we've got a major advanced thing going on here. Gotta get this queen check delivered. That's the key. Okay, now we got it. Queen check delivered and GG. No. Pointless, pointless, pointless. Wasting time there. I mean, the best bet would have been to obviously try to push the other pawns, but okay, but that's the thing. 3+2 games. I think this was kind of topsy-turvy. It really could have gone either way. So not a particularly great game from either side, but it'll be a good chess battle, which is all that we want to see. This is where we were starting to get some real momentum going around this point of the game. Well, I think I'm happy with how I seem to have played this segment of the game. This was a move which it looked good, but it's actually a bit premature. That's the problem. It's a bit too premature. And yeah, now suddenly That queen coming in here, I've really got myself into a whirlwind of trouble right around here. I knew it. I knew I was in big shit here. And just trying to hold on. Here he made that mistake because I think it was just game over. He just shouldn't have given me this small amount of breathing room, and then I played this move here, which is an inaccuracy, but it's difficult to spot what you should do. What you should do is rook check, simply rook check, followed by what? What after king h7? Seems like king h7 isn't even really on the cards because of something really, really devastating to follow. King h7 and then what? Sacrifice. 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 It's a simple word. It's a sacrifice. Is this the follow-up? Did I get that correct? Rook x g5 is the right follow-up. So not even going for the check, but rather going for the checkmate threat, obviously. And then you just you sacrifice the rook and all. But here it's basically game over. Yeah. Very interesting. Yeah. So there was an opportunity to play some sacrificial chess that wins the game, but it was difficult to spot it. And with that miss happening, then the game suddenly becomes even again. And because it's an even game, well, we still blundered. It seemed very fishy. And here he really should have just continued on with the check pressure. Keep going with the check pressure. It's very hard for human players to handle it. What? If I come here, then your queen comes in with a lovely check. If I go here, then knight comes in here with another check. So it's just, you can whiplash your opponent. Don't be too kind. Don't be too polite, Go with the checks. Just keep checking and checking. It doesn't matter, man. Just do it. And this was a blunder. This was a blunder. He needed to do something more to maintain the equilibria, keep it more of a drawn position, but he allowed me to swap the queens, and because the queens got swapped, it was a dead game after. Thank you for watching.